Do you want to be a consultant?
I don't know. Sorry guys, I had a bad night. Welcome back to UN Consulting. The decision on your career is an important one. And if you have some fundamental question about making the right career choice, then check out this video where I'm sure you will find some useful inspiration. However, quite possibly you are watching this video because you are pondering over pros and cons of a consulting career. Should you become a consultant? Tell me, why do you consider becoming a consultant, or why have you already become one? What do you think about the consulting career? Let me know in the comments below so that I can get back to you. You know, when I was at your stage, I would have liked to have more mentors with whom I could have talked exactly through these questions that I once had myself when I was in your shoes. Now, I can't take the career decision for you, but I can inform you how the decision to become a top management consultant changed my life for me. I spent 5 years as a top management consultant with the world's leading management consulting firm, McKinsey & Company, and since then have been working as an independent management advisor. While I'm going to share my private account with you, you can be absolutely sure that my impressions are representative for consultants working at any one of the top consulting firms. Here on UN Consulting, I'm working on super hot stuff to help you understand consulting life, find out whether it's for you, and help you get in and rise up in your career. Wait and see and subscribe! Now let us dive right into it. I will share with you the top 5 reasons why I love my profession and the top 5 characteristics that I hate about it. And with regards to the question, would I do it all again? You shall find a clue at the end of this video. Let us start with this door. I laugh about my experience as a top management consultant that it has helped me to see through the business world of today. Now, I had studied economics before, so I had sort of a theoretical foundation, but only by becoming a top management consultant I could fully understand how the business world of today operates. So, if you become a consultant, you will start understanding how corporate boards take their decisions, how senior management operates, what data and analysis they build their decisions on, and what the role is that consultants play in all this. Also, if you take a look at the newspaper, you will start being able to connect the dots. I mean, why are taking decisions this way and not another way? Also, given you a jump from project to project, you can compare commonalities and differences at different corporate organizations. You will understand why the business world looks the way it does today and also what are its limitations. Now you know this one has to come. I disliked about my work as a top management consultant that it made me feel continuously tired because you regularly work these very long working hours of 14, 15, 16 hours a day. And I'm very honest with you guys, I'm a guy who likes to sleep 8 hours a night if possible. As a top management consultant, I caught about, I think, 6 till 6.5 hours of sleep per night on average, with its ups and downs. And actually I was impressed that I always still felt completely operational, even though I was sometimes very tired. And I wasn't really bothered so much about working these long hours, but the day only has 24 hours. So that means that you automatically have to compromise on sleep and also on exercise, which is bad since you sit most of the day. So this is something I really disliked about consulting life, that you compromise your health. As a top management consultant, you acquire an unmatched set of business skills. I mean, if you manage to enter one of the top consulting firms, you have proven that you are a rough diamond. But I think I really owe to McKinsey that it has further honed me. So if you become a top management consultant, your analysis skills will go through the roof, and you learn how to build powerful stories and PowerPoint presentations to pitch your ideas to senior business leaders. You also learn how to tackle complex problems within powerful team environments. And all these skills, they stay with you for life, and they really equip you with everything you need for a successful business career. Now, let us be honest and also talk about aspects of business life that you do not learn that much about as a consultant. And I'm thinking here especially about the entrepreneurial skill set. Now, as a consultant, you typically spend most of your time at large corporate organizations as sort of a temporary hire or as an employee, and you are mostly there to help improve business processes, which is truly exciting. But if you one day decide to become an entrepreneur, you probably will still have to further develop your business sense of finding opportunities. You will have to understand how to market your company or yourself. You will have to get to grips with managing the taxes and so on. A consultant is not yet an entrepreneur. I laugh about being a top management consultant, but it allows me to work in so many different areas of this world. I had an international profile before joining McKinsey, so I did my PhD at Imperial College London. I also learned a bit of Chinese, spending time in China. But in McKinsey, I really took full advantage of the possibilities and opportunities, and worked in 3 different continents in many different countries of this world. And of course, McKinsey is the world's largest management consulting firm, but also if you join any of the other top consulting firms, you can be sure that you will have plenty of opportunity for work abroad. Wait, what are you doing here? You are in the wrong video. If you are soon going to apply for consulting jobs, you will have to pass online tests. And if you also want to apply at McKinsey, you will have to pass the McKinsey Unbalanced Digital Assessment. And if you want to find out how to crack it, I recently made a really cool video on it. Check it out here. And you, take this! Yes, I expected you to come back here. If you like this video so far and find it useful, please hit the like button. Another thing I disliked about being a top management consultant is that you hang out with a very limited circle of people. Now, I'm a very extroverted person. I love to be around many different kinds of people. And while you truly get to hang out with very excellent people at a top management consulting firm, since you spend so many hours with them, there's very little time to spend time with your friends, family, and so on. And also, when I started my McKinsey consulting career, I moved to a different city, and it was very difficult for me to develop a local network. Also, guys, be aware that dating on a weekday is very challenging as a top management consultant. And I know that the animation was a bit cheesy. There's another virtue that I have developed as a top management consultant. I have reached a certain degree of fearlessness and courage. I mean, I have gone through fire. There have been countless of situations where it could have gone terribly wrong, but we jointly as a team mastered them. And these reference experiences have taught me if there's a problem, I can overcome it. So many situations nowadays feel rather easy to me, and also some situations that others would get easily stressed out about, I just maneuver through them with a cool-headed mind. I mean, for instance, if now my luggage doesn't get delivered by my plane, I just wait it out. Or recently, my laptop got stolen on a train, and I remained cool-headed and managed to find a way to get it back. So this mindset that you develop is priceless. There's another opportunity cost of consulting life. I already said that you learn a terrible lot about business, But since you work as a consultant 24/7, you really have limited time to spend it on anything else. So if you want to manage your stock trading portfolio in the evenings, maybe you can manage a bit. But if you want to learn a new language, you can't do it on the job. And also if you maybe consider starting a part-time business, it is really hard to do that while you are a consultant. So if you want to learn a new ability that is a bit detached from your everyday consulting business life, you have to do it in your vacations. Now, another aspect that I really like about having been with one of the top consulting firms is that the brand stays with you for life. I mean, in my case, I've worked for McKinsey, and that means if I go into a room and introduce myself as a former McKinsey consultant, most people can relate to it. Either immediately pay me respect because they expect that I have great business skills. Maybe if you're more in a left-wing environment, you get asked, oh, I'm not one of these business sharks, but most people can relate to McKinsey. And I think normally it plays to your advantage because people listen to you in a different way, actually. And while obviously McKinsey has a very strong brand, I think this effect is at least partially true also for many other top consulting firms out there, and the brand really stays with you for life. There's another aspect of the consulting career path that I find concerning. If you want to make your way into one of the top consulting firms, you really have to make a great effort. I mean, you have to bring excellent academic credentials, outstanding work experience, interesting extracurricular activities. And it's a very competitive process. Ultimately, there's no guarantee that you will land your dream job. And also, if I look back, sometimes I wonder, could I have had a more quiet life if I just had developed some expert skill that pays me well? And because as a management consultant on this career path, you are really forced to max it out. I am the guy who likes maxing out things, and maybe you're the same and that's why you're watching this video. But I really want you to be aware of this aspect. If you have watched this video until here and found it both useful and entertaining, please hit the like button right now. I've mentioned earlier I'm working on something to help you understand the consulting world and inform you about your career decisions. I think it will be absolutely mind-blowing and also unprecedented out there. I'm going to put it up on this channel. Now, I'm still working on it. Once it's completed, I will put a card up here. So please make sure you subscribe to my channel right now so you don't miss out on it when it's out here. I would really like to know if this video has changed your perspective of a consulting career. Please let me know about your opinion in the comments below. Now, I had promised to you that at the end of this video I will offer you a clue to answer the question, would I do it all again? And now, honestly, this last negative point that I had mentioned earlier, that it's so costly to pursue the top consulting career, it still sometimes troubles me. And it makes me wonder, wait, there's a telephone at this place? Hello, Jack here? Oh, a new consulting project opportunity. What it's about? And where is it? Great. See you soon on this channel. Tell me more about it. Sounds exciting actually. Okay.